So this is what a mature Katy apricot looks like. It's an absolutely wonderful tree. They can get a lot bigger, or you can keep them a lot smaller. But as I walk up close, you'll get to start seeing the amazing amount of apricots that are on this tree. And quite honestly, the best ones are the ones that are sitting on the ground that have fallen off overnight. These are just absolutely incredible. They're like little nuggets of gold sunshine, and they are this prolific. Interestingly enough, this particular tree, we've harvested at least 50% of the fruit off of it. And you can see it's just absolutely loaded. So the Katy and the gold-kissed apricots are the two apricots that absolutely do the best here in the Phoenix area. And like I said, you can keep them small or let them get bigger. I have one planted in my front yard, which I'll show you here in a minute, that I plan on letting get a lot bigger than this one actually. Like I said, the cool thing about them is that the best fruit is the ones that fall on the ground, and you go out in the morning and in the evening and harvest them. They're not so big that they splat when they fall on the ground, so you can absolutely get undamaged fruit that's absolutely incredible. That's a great way to pick them. This is the gold-kissed apricot that I recently planted in the front yard. I want you to notice the basin around the base of it. This is going a little extreme, I realize, but what I did is I planted a 16-inch deep concrete footer around this puppy to keep the Bermuda grass out of the basin. We are on a flood irrigated property here, so we get flood water. Basically that means that the water comes in from that direction and fills up the yard with 6 or 8 inches of water 20 times a year or so. It's a water right that comes with the property. And you'll notice that there is an opening space on the side of the basin. So the water comes in from this direction, and as the water fills the basin, it doesn't push through the basin, so it fills the basin, and when the basin is full, the water just flows on by. So that's part of the design here. And you'll notice a thick layer. Oh my gosh, we got a nut grass coming up there. That's odd because I put at least 8 inches of wood chips here. You can see how it's already starting to break down. Really good idea for all fruit trees in the desert, that you have that nice basin, lots of wood chips. I planted this tree here on purpose. It's on the east side of the house, and I'm going to let it grow tall, let it get big, so it's bigger than Jenny's apricot down the street. Gives us lots of apricots, plus shades the front of the house. It's the front porch on the urban farm, by the way. Yep. There you go. That's this is what the tags look like. This is your gold-kissed apricot. And on the back, it gives you all of the information you need to know about the gold-kissed apricot, including low winter chilling requirement, about 300 hours below 45 degrees. And while we're here, let's see here, there's our tomatoes. While we're here, I'm just going to walk over and show you. This is the apricot tree at the urban farm. And it's a smaller version of Jenny's tree down the street. And you'll notice there are lots of fruit on it as well. Gotta love it, man. One of them at Jenny's house is either Katy or Gold-Kissed, and this is the other one. So you can see fruit on the ground. Best kind to have. All right, this is what a bowl of Katy apricots, well actually they could be Katy or gold-kissed apricots. They're an absolutely wonderful apricot. It's about the size of a golf ball, and the really cool thing about them is they process very easily. So how I process them is I just cut them in half, There we go. And what I'm doing with these guys right here is I'm dehydrating them. They dehydrate so wonderfully. The other things you can do with them is make jam or eat them. They're absolutely wonderful. You like this? That's a good apricot.